Amina's Voice by Hena, Chapter 12. And drum roll, please. Imam Malik pops into my Sunday school classroom. What is it? Sami shouts as he beats his fingers on his desk. We're adding a carnival on the day of the Quran competition. Imam Malik smiles broadly while everyone cheers. There will be rides and games like last year, but we'll also have a dunk tank this time. It'll be a big fundraiser for the Islamic Center, so be sure to tell your parents and register for the Quran competition if you haven't already. Who's going to be in the dunk tank? Sami asked. Sami's the loudest kid in class. It's called Dunk the Imam, so yours truly will be inside. Will there be a bounce house? And cotton candy? Can I be in the dunk tank? Imam Malik looks helpless as our class bombards him with questions. That's enough, children, Sister Naima orders. I'm sure you will get all the details later. Thank you, Imam Malik, for stopping by. Yes, of course. There will be a flyer with all the information, and the details will be on our website. Get back to work and remember to practice hard for the competition. Imam Malik dashes away, but Sister Naima has already lost control of the room. No one wants to do anything but talk about the carnival. Remember those awesome moon bounces with the big slides from last year? I hope they get those again, Mamadou says. Yeah, and that giant game of tug of war with adults versus kids, that was so fun, Sophia adds. I can still feel the burn in my arms from pulling on the tug of war rope at the last carnival. The pain was worth it though, because all the kids won and toppled the grown-ups. It was hilarious to watch the aunties and uncles lying on the ground, laughing until they cried and blaming each other for letting go of the rope. If I want to go to the carnival, there's no way I'm getting out of the Quran competition. The thought of it still makes my stomach turn, even though I've been sitting with John every night after dinner, practicing my pronunciation and memorizing the passages of the Quran. I don't feel like I'm getting any better, and it doesn't help that John only speaks to me in Urdu during our lessons. Since I know he didn't want to hear me speak in English, I don't bother to ask the questions I want to, like how to pronounce the sounds like him and when to elongate certain words. I just don't have the Urdu vocabulary. Instead, I finish with him as quickly as possible, then go to my room and sing my heart out. After struggling with the Arabic, it helps me calm down to sing, even if it's kind of strange to go from Quran to Motown. I even made a video of myself singing a cover one time, but I deleted it before anyone, especially Rabia, got a hold of it. Okay, enough about the carnival, Sister Naima hushes the room. Whose turn is it to recite? Let's start with you, Sophia. Luckily, by the time half the class has gotten through their turns, it's time for break, and I haven't been called on yet. When we're dismissed, I hurry out to find my friends. My stomach growls in anticipation of the jumbo samosas I saw someone carry into the school earlier. But as I walk through the bright hallway with colorful posters that read Arabic alphabet and the 99 attributes of Allah, I spot Imam Malik and Mustafa standing in an empty alcove near the bookshelves. Imam Malik's back is to me, but he's waving his arms around. Mustafa is facing me, wearing jogging pants and high-top sneakers with a sweatshirt. His face is red and stricken. Forgetting the samosa, I stand in the shadow of the bookshelves and listen unnoticed. I can't believe you, Mustafa. What were you thinking? I'm so disappointed in you, Imam Malik is saying, his voice distressed. But I didn't do it. I swear, Mustafa sputters. You were there, weren't you? A long, tense pause follows as Mustafa's face tightens. Yes, he mumbles. I was there. And there was smoking going on, right? I gulp. Smoking? Mustafa? How could he? No, I mean, yes. I mean, I just wanted to play basketball. I wasn't smoking. I saw the cigarettes with my own eyes, Mustafa. Imam Malik is firm. I know, they were smoking, but I wasn't. My class is so boring, and I just wanted to shoot the ball around. That's it, I promise. Even still, cutting class is a serious offense, Mustafa, boring or not. You shouldn't have been with those kids in the first place. I know, Mustafa hangs his head. Your parents trust you to make good decisions. This is hardly the place they expect you to fool around or get in trouble. Just think about how disappointed they're going to be. Imam Malik, please, please don't tell them. Mustafa's eyes are pleading. My dad will flip out. I'll be in so much trouble, and he'll make me quit the team at school. His words rush out in a stream. Imam Malik shakes his head. I have to tell them, Mustafa. It's my responsibility. Mustafa closes his eyes and rests his head against the wall for a second. Then he opens them again and speaks. I'm so sorry, Imam Malik. Really, I am. I should have known better. I shouldn't have done what I did. It was really stupid. Mustafa's voice is sincere, without a shred of the defensiveness that creeps in when he apologizes to our parents. Yes, it was. I expect more from you, Mustafa. I didn't mean to disappoint you, and I don't want to hurt my parents. Is there any way you won't tell them? Please, I'll make it up to you. I don't know, Mustafa. You know I respect your father like a brother, Imam Malik clears his throat. If I do anything else wrong again, anything at all, then you can tell them everything. Please. My uncle is here from Pakistan and Mustafa pleads. I imagine how upset Baba would be if his brother learned of this. And he and Mama have always made it clear that smoking is completely off limits. They would completely freak out. Okay, excuse me. Okay, Imam Malik exhales slowly. Just this once. I won't say anything. But I trust you not to do anything like this again. I'm serious. I'm going to talk to the other boys, and I don't want to see you around them anymore. Thank you, and I'm really sorry. Mustafa starts to smile with relief, and then quickly regains his seriousness. Not so fast. I expect you to help out with this carnival and to participate in this Quran competition, okay? Yes, Imam Malik. Of course I will. Mustafa nods earnestly. And Mustafa, are you okay? Is everything all right at home? Is there anything you want to tell me? Yeah, I'm fine. Mustafa shifts on his feet. Everything is good. You know that if you ever need to talk about anything, I'm here. This place is your home, Mustafa, and everyone here is like your family. I know. Mustafa looks ashamed and grateful at once. Imam Malik turns and puts his hand on Mustafa's back to lead him outside when he notices me. Oh, have you been standing there for long? He looks alarmed, then tries to relax his face. Mustafa and I were just having a chat. Why don't you two run outside and get a snack? Break is almost over. And then he rushes away, muttering something about checking on the announcements. I stand in place and stare at my brother. Then, without warning, I burst into tears. What are you doing? Mustafa barks. He glances around to make sure no one is watching us. Why the heck are you crying? The tears roll down my face and my breath comes out in spurts. You, smoking kills, I sob. I know I look like a big baby for crying, but can't help it as I think of him leaning against the building, a cigarette dangling from his lips. What will be next? Drugs? What? Didn't you hear me tell Imam Malik I wasn't smoking? Mustafa sounds like he doesn't know whether to laugh or yell at me. Is it true? I managed to stop crying, but now my nose is running, and I wipe it with the end of my sleeve. Yes, Amina. Well, do you want to smoke? I sniff. No, Amina, it's disgusting. Come on, let's go. He pulls on my arm, leading me to the door. Listen, he stops suddenly. You're not going to tell me, are you? No. The last thing I want to say is anything about this to our parents. Promise? Mustafa stares into my eyes. If you promise you won't smoke. Deal. Mustafa puts his arm around my shoulders. Come on, crybaby. Let's go get some food before they run out. I've lost my appetite, but I wipe my eyes and nose again, try to hide that I've been crying, and walk outside with him.